Okay, let's review inversions, chord inversions. Okay, we worked on the C scale last time, C major scale, so let's work on a different scale. Let's go to D major this time. So what's a D major scale? What's your D major scale? You have D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, and D. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 or 8. Bring it back down. Always bring it back down every time you play a scale. Okay? 1 or 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Okay? So let's work on our inversions using the D major scale. D major is the 1. D major chord is the 1, 3, and 5, right? I just want you to see it properly, so that's why I'm trying not to block, but normally it's, remember your fingering, okay? The 1, the 3, and the 5. Okay? 1, 3, 5. Now inversion, all it means is you can take any one of those notes and shift it either to the top or to the bottom. Top is always higher in pitch, okay? Top is higher in pitch, going to the right of the keyboard. Bottom is going to the left of the keyboard, lower in pitch. Okay? So this is the D major chord. First inversion now, this is going to be called the first inversion of the D major chord. You take the D that's right here, you take that D and you put it at the top. Now you have F sharp, A, and D. Proper fingering. See that? F sharp, A, D, D major first inversion. You see we took the D from here and we put it here. So we're not playing that D. And now we have D major first inversion. Now it's no longer 1, 3, 5, but it's 3, 3 F sharp, 5 A, 1. You see how that happened? We went from D F A 1, 3, 5 to, D F sharp A. Now we're at F sharp A, D. What's that? 3, 5, 1. See how that's an inversion? You're literally inverting. Okay? So now that's the first inversion. So what's next? Well, we can have a second inversion. This F sharp, we can bring it to, we can bring this F sharp, we can bring it to the top. So right now this is the first inversion. So what we're going to do is take this F sharp, put it to the top over there, change our fingering, put our pinky on the A, our middle finger on the D, and now we can have our thumb on that F sharp right there. Boom. It's hard to see, but boom, boom. I'm just going to use this finger for now so you can see it. And then boom. That's the second inversion of D major. Okay? Second inversion. Alright? That's D major. That's the first inversion. That's the second inversion. But now notice once you take this A and you try to bring it back over the top here, what do you have? You have D major once again. You have the regular D major chord. The same one you had over here. That's no longer an inversion. So once you try to bring that A and bring it back over here, you end up with the same shape you had before. So one thing to notice now is whenever you have a triad, whether it's a major triad or a minor triad or any kind of triad, there will be other diminished triad, for example. You'll learn about that later. There can only be 2 possible inversions and 3 possible chords. Okay? Because you notice that once you have 3 notes, a triad in that chord, you could only have this inversion and then this inversion, 3 chords in total. Okay? Now, of course, when there are more notes in the chord, you'll have more possible inversions. So, for example, a 4-note chord will have more inversions because there are more notes for you to use in that inversion. Okay? So what I want you to do is then practice playing your scale using inversions. So for example, we're going to play our D major scale using a variety of inversions. So let's start actually with all first inversions. Okay, so where's our first inversion of D major? Well, our first inversion starts on the F sharp, right? F sharp, A, and D. So it's gonna go like this. I'm just using these fingers so you can see it, okay? But obviously I want you to use the proper fingering when you're playing. Alrighty, that's the 1, first inversion. Now what's the 2 in D, in the D major scale? The 2, or the re, is E minor. Okay, so what's the first inversion of E minor? Well, this is a regular E minor, right? So what are we gonna do? We're gonna take this E and we're gonna bring it to the top over here, and that's the first inversion of E minor. Okay, so let's play that scale from the top. That's do, that's the 1. Re, that's the E minor, right? You see that? Okay, if you don't, pause the video and take a look at it, just so you can understand it. And then what do we have next? We have our 3. What is our 3? F sharp. 1, 2, 3. This is a regular F sharp, but we're gonna play an inversion. Okay, so let's start from the top. Do, re, mi. If you're lost, pause the video and just think about it, okay? Fa, 4, that's the G, right? And then so, la, that's right there, you see that? And then T, take a look at that so you can see the whole thing. Alright? And then you're always going to start with the same thing, you're always going to end with the same thing you started with. You see that? We're back with the first inversion of the D. That's exactly what we started with. And you're going to take it and bring it back down. Actually, remember I showed you the diminished chord last time. So you're actually going to play the C diminished, C sharp diminished, which is this chord right here.